What if you could get results like this as well, and then this? And just so you know, if I could show you one thing, if you see, this was the ranking on 28th September 2024, just a few months ago, and this was how their ranking was looking like. If you see, it was all red. But now, as you see, within 2.5 months, if you see how this is looking, it's a lot green, a lot. Another one, if you see how their rankings was looking like, almost 11 months ago or 10 months ago, this is how it was looking like. Now it's a lot green, a lot better. Just so you know, here's how it's looking right now. In this video, I'm gonna exactly show you how you can achieve results like this, and not once, but again and again. No matter if you're a business owner or you have got clients. In this video, you're gonna find out how exactly you can rank your Google business profile at the very top using the methods that sustains, using the methods that's not gonna go tomorrow, right? Let's get started with the video without any further ado. Just a quick note that if in case you're looking to hire an SEO agency that could deliver you results, feel free to book a call with us using the link given in the description and pinned comment. Let's get into the main video. First of all, a very important stuff. Category is basically the prime ranking factor, especially in GMB or GBP, whatever you want to say. It's very important. Let me show you exactly how you can analyze this. There's a free tool named as GMB Everywhere. It's a Chrome extension. You could just go on Google and search for GMB Everywhere. It's an absolutely free tool. It has got a paid plan too, but you won't need that in most of the cases unless you are working on 100 plus leads or stuff like that, or if you want to do a very deep dive in competitive research like that. Unless you are into that stuff, you will need a premium. The free plan has got you covered, right? And just so you know, this video is not sponsored by them, neither they are paying any affiliate commission. This is something that I'm using since last couple of years, and I just love this tool, right? So what this would do is, if you just search for, let's say, HVAC repair Bronx, or HVAC repair Bronx, New York, and if you analyze the ranking competitor, let's say this one, right, Tribeca air conditioning card, we can analyze what GMB categories they have got. It's HVAC contractor, first one, air conditioning repair, appliance repair, refrigerator repair, and repairs. They have got these 4 or 5 ones, right? I'll analyze it with the top 3 to 5 competitors. I'll quickly see what categories they have got, what primary and what secondary categories they have got. I'll just prepare a sheet of that. I'll just create a Google sheet, add all those stuff, and I'll analyze my categories. I'll see what's my primary category, what's my secondary categories, if I'm actually lacking anything, if there's a deviation. Let's say they have got 7 categories on an average and I've got just 2, I'll just add. Or if I have got a 10, they have got just 3, I'll just kind of remove the ones which I think ain't relevant. And I've got another video that dives really deep into this. Just check out my latest GMB category experiment video. You'll love that one. Now let's see another thing. Once you have got your GMB category stuff done, there's one very important part to do. Make sure you're tracking your Google business profile ranking. It's something which is very important. You cannot improve anything until you realize that you're lacking at it. You have to find out exactly where you are in terms of your Google business profile ranking, and then only you can improve it. I use a tool called SEO Utils right now. It's pretty good one. I'll just quickly show you how it works. So for instance, if this is your business, it will just analyze the rankings for you. There's other tools as well in the market, like it's Local Falcon, another one, Dominator, and a lot of tools. But I'll show you why I use this tool. This tool has got a lot of stuff built in it, not just local GMB ranking tracker, but this one has got organic ranking tracker as well, competitive research, keyword research, and a lot of stuff. So it's in kind of alternative to a lot other softwares like Ahrefs, SEMrush, and those softwares. Just a note here, this software hasn't got that big data like Ahrefs. Ahrefs is a very huge company. They have been into market for a decade or so. But if you've got less budget, let's say you don't want to spend 150 to 200 bucks on just doing the research part, or if you are a business owner and you don't want to kind of get into a lot of nitty-gritty stuff, this tool has got it covered. It's gonna cost you just 40 bucks for a year. That's way too cheap. And yeah, it's work. It really works really well, right? So you just have to connect few APIs and stuff like that, and it's gonna cost you like $40 a year plus $10-$20 a month. So it ain't that big, right? Let's see what this is and what the tool gives you. But just a quick intro, or just a quick note, if you don't know what exactly, this is the ranking of your Google business profile at certain points or at certain locations. For instance, if I'm here, I'm searching for XYZ service near me, and this is my business. Whatever that service is, it's to be replaced by the service that business is providing. If I search for that service, this is that particular business is ranking at 8%. Sure. another 11th, and stuff like that. This is exactly what it showcases, right? Second position over here, 11th here, 16th here, and stuff like that. Plus, you can actually see your competitors here, your ranking keywords, and all lot other stuff. So that's the thing when it comes to, running a GB or Google Business Profile ranking report. Make sure you're doing this no matter what software you're using. I just suggested SEO Udon, but it's totally on you. But I will make sure that I'm doing this because it's very important. It's very important to analyze you currently stand. Let's get into the other one. It's secondary category. I did an experiment recently. Why? This is very important. This influences ranking, and the actual impact of it is very huge to be ignored, right? So you gotta make sure that you're having secondary categories just with your competitors who are already ranking at the very top. It's very easy. As I showed you, just use GBP or GMB Everywhere tool. It's a free Chrome extension and it's gonna give you the stuff that you want. Now, second point, ranking using name. See, name plays a very important. It's very important when it comes to ranking a Google Business Profile. And if your competitors are using keywords in their name, you're gonna have a hard time ranking or competing with them unless you have got, let's say, twice the review amount in them. Stuff like that. If let's say your top 10 ranking competitors, all of them, or 9 out of 10, they have got keywords in their name, I will suggest to file a DBA and maybe get a DBA with a keyword name in it, and it's absolutely ethical and legal. Just don't make sure if you're not having that in your DBA or in your registered name, don't add that. It might kind of suspend your Google Business Profile. I'm not really suggesting that, but if you are filing a new DBA and kind of changing the name, adding the keywords in it, it's absolutely fine. Just don't make it way too spammy. Just add 1, 2, 3 words at max. Just for the viewers who are not from US, DBA is basically doing business. It's something. It's kind of a registration stuff where you can actually get a name, and stuff like that. It's pretty easy stuff. It hardly takes few days to get a DBA, and it's absolutely legal to add keyword or to add certain words to your Google Business Profile after you have filed the DBA, because now your registered business is actually exactly with that name. Now, for the other parts of the world, you will need to find out how exactly to do that, but it's pretty easy in most of the cases, right? So yeah, I'll suggest to do that if your competitors have got keywords in their name, because it's gonna make things a lot easier for you. Now, coming to the other part, services. What exactly is service, right? Let's quickly see. So if you have a Google Business Profile, you will find that there's a section as add services there, right? Services do impact your ranking. Another guy, I can't recall the name of it, I guess it a guy from White Spark, they actually did an experiment and they found that services do impact ranking. That's exactly the stuff that you need to focus on. If you actually go to your Google Business Profile and click on services, you will find a section of add more services. You get certain suggestions from Google. Make sure to click on these suggestions, add them if they are relevant to what you offer. I'll just tell you one thing. If you're gonna add this, you will for sure find improvements in ranking for these keywords, right? So make sure you do this. It's something very important, something that a lot of guys overlook, and I would want you to kind of make sure you're doing this. And just another thing, again, Everywhere, GMB Everywhere, this tool has also got find GMB services. So you could just click on this and you can also check what services your competitors are using, and you can add them to your Google Business Profile. It's very easy. I don't have to brief you about the each step of it. Otherwise, this video is gonna be about 6 minutes long, and I don't want that. So yeah, make sure you're doing this. It's taking a bit time to load, but it's pretty easy. Now let's get into the other point, that is using Google Business Profile post. Something very common I've heard. Yes, the business profile doesn't impact thinking in a lot of those stuff. Yes, it's kind of true. Though you're not doing Google Business Profile just for the sake of rankings. You're doing this for conversion. Think of what sort of people or what sort of customers, viewers are actually looking at your Google Business Profile. The people who are highly interested in your service or product, they are looking at your Google Business Profile to kind of get persuaded to buy from you. In most of the cases, if you actually compare it to social media followers, social media viewers, they are already your followers. They already know you. Maybe they have already bought from you and stuff like that. But here, the cases have been different. These are your prospects. These are your direct buyers who could potentially buy from you. So you have persuade them to buy from you using offers, using certain words and stuff like that from your business profile post. This is why it gets so important, right? I'll just quick show you an example. If you see the HVAC companies, post, they have done it so good. They have got then they have a YouTube, they have a video over here that looks really good. It ain't that stock footage and that stock video. Plus they have got holiday specials, right? They have got holiday specials. They have got certain offers, stuff like that. Not once, but twice, again and again. This is what exactly you want. You don't want to put a blog post on in your Google business profile post. It's not the way to do. You have to try to persuade users using your Google business profile post. It's pretty easy. You can also kind of see what your competitors are doing. You just have to go on Google and search for whatever service you're offering. Plus that city. Once you see what competitor ranking, just kind of copy their name, search it on Google, and you will be able to find their posts by going on to this section. Here it is. You could just click on this and you'll find their post. You have got all of their, it's pretty easy. Now, coming to another section, it is photos. It's something that a lot of people overlook, but it's way too important than you think. I've done an experiment myself lately, and we found that photos and videos do impact ranking. If you have more photos, it shows that this particular business is more active. It shows that this particular business is more active and people are interacting with you more. The more photos you get, the better impressions you get in Google's profile, and it results in better rankings. So I'll for sure suggest to kind of take a photo each time you're with your customer, each time you're delivering certain services, maybe before versus after photo and stuff like that, teammate photo with your vehicle, photo with your equipment, and all those stuff. I'll make sure I'm covering that basic stuff. For instance, if I showcase this business, they have done it really well. I can't appreciate them more. They have done it so and it becomes way too easy to rank a Google business profile when you know that you're working with someone like this company. They know how to present themselves, they know how to brand themselves and stuff like that. And this is what exactly I want you to do. I want you to go today and take at least 10 photos of your business. Kind of check your phone, check whatever photos you have got of your business, post them in the next 7 days and see how it impacts your ranking. Check how many photos the competitors have got. It's again very easy to do this. You just have to search for the keyword, click on this section, and you can see how many photos they have got. Now, I want you to post more photos, more videos than your competitors, and boom, check your rankings per month or twice a month once you have implemented the stuff. This is something that works. This is something that is an actual thing. Now, coming to another point, which is a very crucial one. It's reviews. I can't say more on this. The reviews is one of the biggest ranking factor when it comes to local rankings. You have to make sure, if not more, you are having at least the amount of reviews than your top 3 ranking factors. For instance, if this particular business have got 2,400, 674, 13, 21, 600, so I'll make sure I'm at least having 600 reviews at the bare minimum, if not more than that. That's something which is very important. Now, you can do 2 or 3 stuff to actually get views. I'll quickly showcase that to you. You can use tools like Go High Level or other reputation management software. What these tools will do is you can add contact phone number, you can name all those stuff of your client, and you can send them automated emails. You can send them review request SMS. There's one more thing called as review gating. What that is basically kind of gating the reviews, only letting the positive reviews go to your main Google business profile post, and the other negative ones, it's gonna go to the feedback form, and you're gonna call them that, hey, let me know what's wrong with this. We'll improve this for sure and stuff like that. And here you are kind of trying to get the feedback and trying to make that sad customer happy again. So that's the thing. With our reputation management softwares, you can just import your contact, and you can send them the request email on WhatsApp or SMS, whatever you want. It's pretty easy. Another strategy I would say that we use with all of our clients, what's the first thing we do whenever we start working with a client? We ship them a business QR code with reviews, if with the review QR code in it, if they're not already having it. It's pretty easy. You can just buy this from Print or any other local vendor. This is how it's gonna look like. Pretty simple. It's not something way too complex, right? So you have got your logo over here, review QR code, and you ask the clients or customers that, hey, could you please review us using this and stuff like that. It's pretty easy. If you need this QR code, this common QR code with your business, and I'll be happy to send it to your email. It's something which takes hardly 2 or 3 minutes to get. Let's focus on another step. Now, shifting our approach to the on-page side of thing or the website side of it. website business profile rank, and a lot, to be honest. Lately, we are seeing that, a few years ago, website were not impacting rankings of your Google business profile as much as they are now, right? So you got to make sure that the optimization of your website is really, really well. Now, in website, you have got two main stuff to correct. First, the homepage. Homepage needs to be very, very tight with optimization. A lot of stuff that Google picks up or Google Posts is from your homepage. So you got to make sure that you're having that really, really tight. Second stuff is your menu. You have to make sure you have got all the important pages in your menu, all the stuff, and kind of a bit of keyword. So, and that's a sneaky tip, but it helps for sure. So let's see how you can do your website on page SEO really. So this is an example site which is ranking really well. So if you see, what I'll first of all do is I'll quickly analyze my top 3 competitors who are ranking for my desired term. I'll see how many words they have got, how the title is framed, how the description is framed, and then I'll get into the headers. So first of all, let's say 711 words. I'll quickly see and analyze other 3 competitors. Let's say that about 1200 or 1500 words. I'll make sure I'm doing somewhere around 1500 to 1800, because in a lot of cases, let's say 700 words, I don't do that. Reason being, these companies are having better backlink profile, and if you want to rank with less backlinks or lesser backlinks, you have to do your on-page stuff better than them, right? So I'll make sure I'm having more content than them, and I don't mean those fluff content, but something which is of really good quality. Now I'll make sure I'm having my keyword in my title. That's very important. Same with description, the foundation stuff. Then come to headings. If you see, they have got heating and cooling services in Austin, and each one, this is a very foundational and basic stuff, yet a lot of people are doing it wrong. Now, once this video ends, just go to your website, check what's for each one, what's for meta title, meta description. Are you having your primary keyword in all of those phrases? That's very important. Now coming to heading 2, you have to put your keywords these as well. Now, something really good tip. You have to add services in your, let's say you're a HVAC company. You offer AC repair, AC installation, furnace repair and installation, and other stuff. You have to make sure you are putting these service name as something which helps a lot. You could also have this as an H2, but the structure looks pretty decent when it's an H, right? And I'll tell you one thing, I have tried this with one of my clients, and the sole thing that we did is to kind of switch the paragraph text to this one. And you won't believe that it impacted ranking really, really. So this is something that you got to make sure you're doing this. Other than that, make sure you're internal linking to the respective service pages. It's pretty important, and it's pretty easy stuff. Plus, it's gonna be really good if you're also linking to all the location pages. If in case you are having more than one location pages, I'll make sure I'm kind of internal linking from that. And just one thing, from the home page, when you're internal linking, make sure you are having keyword rich anchor text. Just so you know, anchor text are basically the text from which you actually link to other pages. Let's say financing. If I'm linking to a financing page, I'll make sure the word that I'm using to anchor the page, it's real keyword. The word that that I would want to rank for instance, furnace repair, XY city and stuff like that. This is some sneaky yet useful tips. Okay, now how I am doing stuff lately is I'm sprinkling pages where I have done on page SEO with few links. This is something that I will for sure say. Why? Because it actually helps a lot, to be honest. We are seeing it help. It's helping us more and more. Once we have got our own page done, I'll just get few links to that page. Boom, it's gonna help Google find out us faster, and also you'll see that the impact of ranking with just doing on page, but compared to on page plus link, it's gonna be far better, right? That's the thing. Other than that, I'll just submit the page after I've kind of did the on page optimization in the Google Search Console for faster indexing. That's it. Now coming to another backlinks, it's something that impacts ranking, and it's no secret, right? Everyone knows that backlinks are an important part and it does impact ranking, but how you have to do this? I'll quickly showcase this particular website. If you see the referring domain got, it's a mix. It's a mix of several directories, guest posts, niche edits, and some press releases. That's the exact stuff that you would want to get. Now, what sort of links do we get? We start with citations. Citations are basically your name, address, phone number on third-party directories like Yellow Pages and tons of Yelp and stuff like that. We start with this. There's again, I talked about SEO utils. They have got a feature as Nap Finder. You could just run Nap Finder, and what this will do is you can add your competitors name, the phone number in it, and it will quickly find certain directories where your competitors are. You can use other tools for this. It's totally on you. I am not doing citations myself. I use a guy on Legit. This is the guy. If you see, it's pretty affordable. Starts at $6, goes to $20, and what I like to do is I quickly pull Nap report from a CU and I give it to this guy, and he does our citation stuff, right? Though I know this guy has has also got, so you could just ask him to kind of add the NAP report or do the competitor research as well. It might cost few bucks more, but it's gonna be worth it for sure. Now, other links that we do is it's link building using guest posts or niche edits, right? Niche edits are basically links that you get from an existing article on a third-party website. For instance, if a website has got content or let's say how to do SEO and that particular page is already ranking at the very top. Now what I'll do is I'll quickly send an email to that particular webmaster and I'll ask him, hey man, can you please include this particular page merge on this particular page of yours? I am happy to compensate you with whatever you want and stuff like that, and I'll wait for his response. What it will do is it'll get you a link from page which is already ranking or from a website at least which is getting traffic already. This is called niche edit. Other than that, guest post, it's basically writing a guest post, as you could guess it from the name itself. You get a guest post from a third-party website. It's pretty damn easy, and from that guest post you get a link to your website. Now you can do it yourself. I've got a video on my channel that kind of delves really deep into this, how exactly you can do it manually if you want, but if you want to just delegate it, this is our service as well. We do this, and the stuff that we do, the quality that we do, it's fantastic. I'll leave a link to this page in the description as well, so if you want to buy guest posts from us, you can search into that as well. Now another really good link, it's called Chamber of Commerce. This is kind of a business directory specific to that particular city, and the amount and the impact of ranking this single link could do for your business, it's huge. I'm not seeing a lot of people doing this, but it's really hyper-local link, and it's of the top-notch quality link that you could get anytime, any day, right? You just have to search for your city plus Chamber of Commerce, and you'll get tons of Chamber of Commerce. You can just sign up with two of them. It's gonna cost you like $100-$200 to get a link from them. Plus, you also get around like-minded people in your community, in your city. So it's a link that I would highly suggest to get if you have got free or cash budget. In most of the cases, I would suggest that make sure you are doing link building only when you are having at the very basic budget. Don't buy $10 link, $15 link, from Fiverr or stuff like that, because they are gonna hurt your ranking. So that's something. Just some important stuff by building your own backlinks or purchasing it from someone whom you don't trust, whom you don't know. A lot of vendors would already vet the links for you, but a lot cheap guys, they will. Okay, and I'm specifically talking about the guest post and inserted links, right? There are a few important links that or link metric that I look at when it comes to guest post or initial. First of all, it's gonna be traffic from that website or traffic of that particular website. I'll make sure I'm checking the amount of traffic that particular website is getting. You could do that using tools like Ahrefs, SEMrush, SEO Utils, or there's a free one called as Similar, right? It's a free tool. It's an absolutely free Chrome extension, and I'll make sure I'm checking what's the traffic of that particular website I'm getting a link from. Then only I can judge, I can decide how much I need to pay for this one, right? You have to also check traffic by location. If you have got a business in US, you don't want a traffic, you don't want a link from a website who's getting majority of its traffic from Russia, right? That's not gonna be the case in most of the cases, right? So that's the thing, you got to make sure you're also checking traffic by location. Second, which is very important, keywords they're ranking for. I'll really go and I'll see what sort of keywords they're ranking for, because a lot of guest post farm kind of websites, they're gonna have pages or they're gonna have backdoor pages, having content on certain celebrities, their net worth and stuff like that. Even though if you actually go to your homepage, it's gonna be about your specific industry and stuff like that. But if you actually see what sort of traffic they're getting, it's gonna be from those vague keywords, right? So you don't want that, and I make sure I'm checking that stuff. That's very important for me, at least. We do that for every single client. Second, sites UI. When I say UI, I mean the user interface, right? A website you're getting a link from, it gotta have a natural, it gotta have kind of a really business kind of UI. You don't want a link from a website that looks like, hey, this is a website that's just selling links, right? If you actually go to any of their blog page, every single has got 5-10 different links to it, right? You don't want that. Make sure you are actually making sure that you're not doing that, you're not getting links from that. And yeah, that was it for today's video. Let me know if I've got any question. I'm here to answer any of your questions. Just comment below or book a consultation call with me if you need any help. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye, and let me know how the video was. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye.